second? I saw a
Sure.
question in the chat by Marissa, and she's asking about peptides and molecules.
Hmm.
So it's a great question because we have some people who talk about transfer factor as molecules, and molecules are really a very, very broad term. Like anything is a molecule. Water is a molecule. Amino acids are molecules. Proteins are molecules. Peptides are molecules. So think about molecules as sort of this umbrella term, whereas peptide fits underneath that as a small chain of amino acids. So that's really kind of the difference. I know there are some people out there who talk about them as molecules, and that's incorrect, or that is correct. It is a molecule, but I think as I view it, I think of it a little bit more specifically as a peptide, and that's really how we've been talking about it since I've been here at For Life. Because, like I said, the research that we do on transfer factor, it's really research that's being done on peptides.
Okay.
Dr. Vollmer, one other thing I think is really important for everyone to understand on dosage. Let's talk about dosing real quick, because we've learned that the sweet spot really is 600 milligrams of transfer factor taken daily.
Mm-hmm.
But you can get your 600 milligrams. I don't want people to think we just have a transfer factor product. A lot of our products contain transfer factor. Like one of my
Yeah.
favorites is Renuvo. I love Renuvo. It's just
Yes.
such a great recovery product, and it's got the adaptogens and so forth. So our products, you can get multiple benefits by taking different, even targeted
Yeah.
transfer factors, Renuvo, Age Pro. So you're getting multiple benefits. If you don't mind, just share with everyone real quick, the importance of your 600 milligrams, but you can get that
Yeah.
many ways.
Yeah. It's a great question, Dave, because it's, again, this was another thing that came about because of the research that we were doing. And the research that we were doing was we knew for many, many years, uh, whether it was clinical or in vitro or preclinical, whatever type of work we were doing, we knew transfer factor had a positive effect on the immune system. That there was no doubt about that. But the question that came about is, okay, well, but how fast, how quickly does transfer factor have a positive impact on the immune system? And we didn't know that answer until we did a clinical study a number of years ago looking at um, the impact on the immune system after a single dose of transfer factor. And because at that time, trifactor was sort of our core formula, 600 milligrams, we decided to do the study on 600 milligrams of transfer factor. And in that study, we found that um, the immune system was positively impacted in just 2 hours. And so that really sort of served as the research that helped us support what we call the daily dose. So you may have heard this daily dose of transfer factor. And that was based on doing this 2 hour study on 600 milligrams of transfer factor. But one thing that we did beyond 2 hours is we also looked, well, in these same people, what happens after 24 hours of one dose of transfer factor? And what we found is that the positive effects started to diminish after 24 hours. They weren't the same as they were at 2 hours. And so that really served as the research that helps support this daily dose. So if you want to keep your immune system active and thriving and activated, you really have to take it every day, 600 milligrams. Now, is the 600 milligrams that we take, you can get that in a number of products in just one product. You can get that in trifactor formula. You can get it in ProTF. You can get it in Rio Vita. You can take 2 servings of TF plus. You can take 1 serving of transfer factor max. There's a number of products where you can take them singly to get that daily dose of transfer factor, that 600 milligrams. Or, as Dave was mentioning, we have trifactor in various amounts, various dosages in targeted products, including Renuvo, where if you take a combination of these products, as long as it adds up to be 600 milligrams, you're going to get that activated immune system on a daily basis. And so it doesn't have to be just one product. It can be a number of different products that allows you to get your 600 milligrams. And so today, for me, I took 2 servings of Age Pro I took Right Start. So 2 servings of Age Pro, that gives me 200 milligrams. I took Right Start, that gives me 300 milligrams from the plus. I'm at 500 milligrams. And then I took Glucoach, which is another 100 milligrams of Trifactor to get me my 600 milligrams. So when I go about my day, depending on whatever products I'm taking, I'm always cognizant of taking enough transfer factor products, whether they're targeted or whatnot, to make sure I get my daily dose.